Okay, well, that was strange. It just cut off all of a sudden. And so that's what it was saying is move away from the humanity. We need to move away from the fear, the, you know, I love doing that noise. Right? And move away from the snakes in the grass, right? Stop focusing on that crap and instead focus on the money. The abundance, the joy, the laughter, but the money that's coming in and how it's going to be able to not only benefit you but others as well. So, is humanity moving in the right direction? Absolutely. The card that comes up is nutrition and abundance. There's food on the table. There is a clean, environment, a nice table mat, and all the condiments are there for them. And it's just I think that humanity needs to get back to the basics and start staring at their navel again, or rather than staring at their navel, get back to the basics and realize that it's time to focus on what is important in life. And with that, is the military the most important thing? Military personnel is, definitely. I think the people that signed up for the military definitely had the best of intentions, and they should be honored and taken care of. Amen. Amen to that one. But I also believe that, I was listening to Trump yesterday, and he was making the comments that he's going to run again. And he was talking about during his time, it was the first time, I think, in the American history that there was no wars. It was absolute peace. And so that's what we are moving back towards, is building those bridges, letting the water flow, and having the beautiful rainbows. Okay, so I hope that you guys are back. We need comments below. If you wrote your question on the other video, please write it down below here, and let's get your comments going. For some reason, it stopped after just a few minutes. So this is my first time on this new kind of, Facebook live video. That I haven't done this format in a very long time, and this is a brand new format for me, so I don't know if they're limiting it to a couple of minutes. Who knows? Anyways, the reason why I'm doing this is I'm promoting my new YouTube video, and I've put it in the description, and basically it is brand new, positive, spiritual YouTube channel, because my old YouTube channel got banned and shut down too often. I was a bit vocal. So anyways, the new YouTube channel is all about spirituality and positivity and, manifestation and raising our vibration. And I kept hearing for years now, give it away, give it away, give it away. Well, this will be the channel where I'm going to give everything away, and I'm really looking forward to seeing everyone there. So for those that go over to that YouTube channel, in the description is the link. And I'll put it in the comments below as well. But for those that go there, they like it, they subscribe, they ring the button, and put a single comment in. I'm going to draw next Wednesday, from all the comments, and I'm going to give away a free reading and healing session, which is 45 minutes in length, and the value is approximately 200 Canadian, 147 euros. Okay, so that's a nice gift for Christmas, isn't it? And you'll love it. It's really a beautiful time. So Kim, oh my gosh, Kim, I haven't seen you for a long time. Just added my question to the new live. And what is that? What is the message for me today? Okay, Kim, let's look at you. Gosh, it's been a long time since I've seen Kim. These are friends from way, way back. Let's take a boo. Kim, what would it like to say? Oh, the same card as what Bobby had. And what a positive card this is. This is like the spirituality card to me. I don't know which way to go. There we go. This is a spirituality card. This is like, heaven has opened up everything for you. All the doors are open. You have a pathway that is really straight and wide and open for you. Like I said, the doors are shining bright. The light is shining bright. The yeah, it's really quite an exciting time for you. If you haven't been feeling, it feels at times you feel like you've been in a race, whether it's with someone else or yourself, and you almost feel like you need to have like a rest and a blood transfusion just to, have a bit of time for yourself. I would say that you need to focus on what you love and gives you peace of mind. So I know I love meditating and I love teaching meditation, so I'll be putting something out in courses for how to meditate and how to still your mind. But in the meantime, I would suggest, lighting the fireplace if you have one. If not, find somewhere, a bonfire outside or, fire pit outside, and just sit by the fire and stare into the fire. And you know what that's like, Kim, I mean, being brought up where we were brought up, there's a beautiful outdoorsy kind of environment. And that's what I would suggest, is really still your mind. And in that, the answers are going to come, because you're actually coming to an end of a chapter and a beginning of a new chapter. It's like you're coming to the finish line. It's been a real ride for you. Yeah, you've had lots of stuff, haven't you? Whew, I feel some heaviness in my chest, and yeah, you're really optimistic, though. You've always been such an optimistic person that I think that you let stuff really roll off your shoulders, or at least you pretend to. But deep down, there's some stuff there, and so it is the connecting with your spirit guides, connecting with source energy. So you need to either pray or meditate or visualize more. And I would suggest homework for yourself would be to simply get out, one of your journals and write down, who am I? Where am I at right now? Where is it that I want to be? And how am I going to get there? What steps do I need to get there? Because that very first card is telling you that you're in the midst of a breakthrough. You're breaking through old patterns, old ways, and it's like you're just about to, really come into that new chapter. Like I said, it feels like a brand new chapter in your life. So I hope that feels good. I hear you saying, thank you. That's awesome. What else have you got here? Who else has a question? My legal settlement coming soon for Paula. Is your legal settlement coming soon? Yes or no? Yes. That was actually fairly strong. So is it in the next month? Yes or no? No. Next 2 months? Yes or no? Closer. Next 3 months? Yes or no? Very close. So what is close, right? Yeah. 3 months, I would say. Could be 3 weeks. Yes. 3. So we didn't hear yes with 1 month though. Okay, so is it within the next 3 months? Absolutely, within the next 3 months. Okay, could be 3 weeks. Yeah. Anyways, good news is it's coming. Hi, Lisa. How are you, honey? Will I start the new job or stay with my current one? Okay, so Lisa, is she going to stay with her current job? Yes or no? Is she going to start the new one? Yes or no? The new one sounds really positive, actually. It feels very positive. If you stay with your current job, it's only because you're waiting for something. Whether you're waiting for the new job to come through or something to finish, maybe a bonus, or I don't know what it is. But will you be leaving your job shortly? Yes or no? Yeah. Will you start the new job shortly? Yes or no? Yes. Yeah. So, yeah, I see a new job coming for you. And will you be happy in the new job? Yes or no? It's not going to be as wonderful as you think. God bless, I know, right? There will be some challenges there too that I don't think you saw coming. But the good news is that it's going to be a much better environment, and I think overall you're going to be happier. It's just that it's going to be a bit challenging. whether it's someone there that is challenging. But you know how to get beyond that. That's an easy one, right? Yeah. Okay. But overall, I feel so much happier, like more happiness coming through with you with the new job. There's a new vibrancy, a new, joie de vivre with it. There might be a little bit of remorse in leaving what you didn't appreciate while you were there. And so that's actually part of the lesson, is appreciate where you're at 100%, because there's always stuff looking back that you go, oh, that was kind of fun. And you might be going, well, I don't know about that, but there will be something that you'll feel, appreciation for. There we go. How does that all sound? Sound good? Paula, glad you're back. Yeah, thanks so much. I'm glad I'm back too. These are so much fun. I don't know why I don't do these more often. I really should do these more often. Okay. I don't know if you heard, but Nancy Pelosi is gone. And so how is the American politics? Will Joe Biden still be in office going into 2023? Yes or no? Yeah. Okay, will he be in office in 2023? Yes or no? No, he'll be gone by then. He's going to be removed. Will it be before June 2023? Yes or no? Yeah. Will it be before April 23? Yes or no? No. Yeah, it's in around there. March, April, I think. He'll be, it might even be earlier, February. Yeah, I think his health is going to decline. What I see there is I think that is elder abuse, what they're doing, propping him up, and he walks with a person of dementia, in my opinion, and so yeah, I don't think he's going to be in office much longer, but there you go. What does the card say? Yeah. Yield. There's going to be a pause. It's like he's driving down the road and all of a sudden, it's going to yield a little bit here because there's going to be a change. Change a coming. Yeah. I think the money is going to change too, the currency. I'd like to think this is a tough subject because I want to keep cash, right? And I think that the monetary system might change, but I think they're going to keep the cash still. There's going to be a lot of push for that. Yeah, and what else can we see here? Who else has got a question? Will I start my new job? We did that one. Yes, it makes total sense to me, Lisa said. Fantastic. I like to hear that. Is there any chance or any changes coming for me? Sorry, I'm not the best reader. I used to be not the best reader. I'm so happy and grateful now that I'm learning to read better. I caught myself there. Anyways, I know it's a loaded question, but just curious, Linda's saying, are there any changes coming for me? Okay, so let's look into Linda. You've got to dream and look at the stars. Let me see. I got to adjust the camera. There we go. You have to look at the stars and start dreaming, honey, because you haven't put your order in. You want big changes, but have you visualized every single day, every single night, like 3-4 times a day, and really put your order in? My old saying, it came years ago, was, if life was a restaurant and God was your waiter, what would you order? What would you put in as an order? And so that's what I'd like to say to you is, I know it's a loaded question, you said, and but it isn't actually. It's a really easy question. What changes are coming? And for you, the changes are rest. You need to, before you end up needing bed rest, you're going to have to rest. It's very similar to the last reading I did there. Wow, same cards are popping up. For you, you've got a great path ahead of you. And didn't we talk a long time ago, like My memory, I let everything go. As soon as I do a reading with someone, as you know, it's gone. But I recall something about you being a writer, or there's a book in you, because that's what is still coming through, is that you should be writing, honey. And also there was a health issue, either with yourself or someone around you, like gallbladder or in the stomach region, ulcer maybe. There was a lot of some stress. So that is needing to come up. Like I can actually see it bubbling up and coming out, like out of the mouth there. And we'll ask for it to be released. There we go. That should make you feel better almost immediately. There you go. Yeah, because the key for you, the key is to rest and to take care of yourself and to focus on what makes you happy. Not a creepy clown, right? This is all about happiness and joy and really focusing on what makes you happy, honey. So what makes you happy? And say goodbye to all the crap that doesn't make you happy. Imagine all that stuff that you don't like, see it going on a train and wave goodbye and say, see ya. I'm looking forward to you going away, right? And that's all you need to do, because that stuff was loading you down. It was so heavy. It was burdening you down. And so many of us can relate to this, right? It's just too much. So I'm going to pull from another deck. Forgiveness is the card that comes up. This is the Doreen Virtue deck when she was still doing the spiritual stuff. And so forgiveness of others, but also especially forgiveness of yourself. Okay? Forgiveness of yourself for whatever was said, done, or even thought, right? Let it go. And you had a predominant question. The answer is no. And the reason being is that you need to focus, you need to ask, and be really clear with what you're asking for, and then look for the sign. Yeah. And you're going to be choosing a new direction. So just like in this card, it's like you're sitting there and I want you to start playing with your imagination. Remember when you were a kid and you could sit and, look at the stars and just dream and have an imagination of, oh, when I grow up, this is what I want to do and this is who I want to be. That's what I want you to do, is when I grow up, this is what I'm going to do. Okay? So all of us can do this. Play with it. Tonight when you're going to bed, look up at the stars. Go and sit outside, smell the fresh air. Bundle up and go and sit outside and look at the clouds or look at the stars and just get that giddiness going, the bubbling up of the joy and the excitement, and say, okay, when I grow up, this is what I want to do. I can see myself doing this and this. I can see myself, walking the red carpet, or, being in my private jet, or, giving away money randomly. This is what's been coming to me, is when I was 8 years old, I did something extraordinary. I was on a military base. No, I had to be younger. I was about 6 years old. I was on a military base in Borden, Ontario, and I had all my pennies, and I would watch all the kids walk by going to school, and I was really sick as a kid. I had kidney stones, and we didn't know it. So I was throwing up projectile and passing stones in deep pain. And it saddened me to watch all my friends going to school, and I spent most of my years not being in school. And so one day I thought, how do I interact with everyone? You know what? I'm going to do something fun. I'm going to throw all my pennies out on the yard, and maybe someone will see them. And I was a good saver, and I had a stack of pennies. Anyways, I threw them out the window, and my yard was littered with probably 100 pennies. And in those days, you could get 5-cent candies, right? And so it just took one person to notice Penny. Well, all of a sudden, I had like 30 kids in my yard going, "Oh my God! Oh my God! Look at this! I found another one! I found another one!" It was so awesome. And that memory has come back to me, and I thought, this is what I want to do again, because you can't take it when we go to the other side, and which I know very well. And so I keep hearing, give it away, give it away. This is what we're doing. And that's why I'm creating this new channel as well. So that was a long story to tell, but it's so much fun, isn't it? So I invite you to really focus on what makes you happy. And it doesn't necessarily have to be monetary, because the money will just flow with you, with the joy, the money comes. Yeah. So Linda, when you were saying, are there any changes coming from me for me? Absolutely, and really positive changes. But they'll be even better for you if you really focus in on what makes you happy. And if you don't know what makes you happy, that's a clue, isn't it? That maybe you're not happy because you haven't been looking for that happiness. What makes you happy? Does going out for dinner, make you happy? Does having time by yourself make you happy? Does reading a book by yourself make you happy? Pampering yourself. Does having a nice hot bath and washing your feet and scrubbing them and giving yourself a foot massage, or someone else giving you a foot massage, make you happy? Does going for a body massage make you happy? Does getting your teeth cleaned and feeling fantastic, or a haircut, or whatever it may be, pamper yourself? Make yourself happy. For me, I like going hippie. I stopped coloring my hair because I heard that, stop dyeing your hair. There's a word, dyeing it. You're killing your hair, Carrie. So I've gone more hippie, and I pamper myself now. I've been scrubbing my feet and really enjoying putting massage oil and massaging them myself and just taking care. And that has been a big difference. And working out in the mornings. I've been getting up, yesterday, it was this morning. I was up at 5 a.m. and off the days, I went. And I've been working out, I created a home gym. So just focus on what you like and create the surroundings so that way you can actually enjoy it. Yeah. Paula, love the positive spin. Absolutely. And Rhonda, yes, it is abuse, elder abuse. I believe so, right? Yeah. Okay, so, Nat is saying, it literally cut out after Bobby. I know, right? Yeah, it just, the last video cut out. Okay, so, Deb, so glad you're back. Thanks. Yeah, I'm really excited. So I hope you ladies and gentlemen all go over to my brand new YouTube channel. Look at the description. You'll find the link there. If you put a comment in and like and subscribe and hit the bell, then I'll consider you entered in. And you have to comment as well on the video. And once you're entered in, I'm going to be doing a draw, and that'll be for a free session. It's worth about $200. Okay, Canadian. Chelsea, oh my girl, this is my daughter's daughter, my niece, and I haven't chatted with you forever. So Chelsea, ask a question, any question, and I'll answer it for you. Linda, you're saying thank you. I hope that all made sense for you. So really be clear on what you want in life. Maria was my assistant. God, this is like old Friends Week. Maria was my assistant way back when, and she ended up being like my kid. I just love Maria, her husband, the family, and she's my sister / daughter / niece / mother, all of it, all of the above. Anyways. So, Maria, you're asking, what will 2023 be like for you? Well, 2022 was pretty good, but it was still challenging. And you are marching on. It's like, shoulders back, chin up, and hold that flag. I think that you've got, definitely have a support of an army behind you. You have like angels, an army of angels behind you. At times you feel like you're begging, oh, please clean up, for God's sakes. I'm not your nanny. Right? I get that as a mother. But the good news is that you're breaking through, and you don't have to worry about having a hand out or anything like that. A lot of finances coming your way, a lot of happiness. You've got a really beautiful family, which I know that you're so appreciative of. They're healthy, they're bright, beautiful kids. I'm the godmother of one of your beautiful daughters, and we don't use names here of the kids, but yeah, so you've got lots of beauty and spiritual growth. This is your year. 2023 is the year of spiritual growth for you. So yeah, it's all about happiness. Wow, happiness, dancing. So whatever endeavors you're thinking of, you write them down and focus on them. It goes back to the same reading that we just had with Linda, is know what your order is. If I was to ask you, what do you really want in life? Would you be able to answer that with clarity? And no, I'm not doing a symbol there. With clarity, though, I'm saying, would you be able to write that down? And lately, I've really wanted my Porsche Boxster back again. I've had a couple in my life, and I'd love to have one here in Portugal. So I've been visualizing the color, the make, I can smell the leather. I can see myself, every time I go to my car, I see myself, clicking the remote, and it is to my new Boxster. I see myself opening the trunk of it. When I go to the trunk of my car, I see the Boxster opening up. It's just the visualization, and that's how we manifest. That's how I manifested it last time, and got it very quickly last time. So I just started like 3 days ago. So who knows? Might be sooner than later. Anyways, with you, Maria, I would say, be clear and say goodbye to anything that is not, say goodbye to anything that is not supportive of you, and that is not, for your best and highest good, right? Because you have been helping so many others, and there's been fear about the blood stuff around you. I'm sorry, I'm just burping stuff up that's coming. It's stuff, isn't it? Right? I can feel it coming out. There was a lot around that blood transfusion there. So many of us have lost family members. We've lost, not only lost them to the other side, but also lost them here through fear, through judgment, right? And so that is changing. Any backstabbing or anything like that, that's all going to just melt away, because again, we're coming to the finish line, and this is when times are about to change. It's really an exciting time. The storm that we've been in for a very long time, for 2 years now, is about to finish, and so I think the control is finishing as well. I know that that's been a huge thing on your mind, and instead we're about to celebrate. So we had great news with Mr. T saying that he's going to be running again, which was interesting because that means that he conceded, I guess, that he didn't win in the last election, whereas all this time he had never conceded that he lost. So by saying that he's starting again in 2024, that means that he can run for another term, because there was a 2-term limit, right, in the States. Okay, your husband, very good daddy, Maria. He's really supportive, very loving, and you're going to grow old together. You guys are like the cutest couple ever. You're really supportive of each other. You have each other's backs. And I know there are times that you just, you want to, like, you got to bite your tongue and all of that. But you guys have a very good, well, okay, I won't show you that card. Because you have a good relationship, we'll say. And parting ways, like you work separately. It's not parting ways. It's like you guys go in different directions, but you ultimately come back together again as, as a team in raising the children. And so this is actually a really great thing. Yeah, you're going to grow old together. It's really beautiful. Okay, who else have we got here? Okay, Helen. Always look forward to a live stream videos. Congratulations and welcome. Thanks, Helen. Now, did you have a question, though? And also, Chelsea, do you have a question? Let's see. I'm going down further. Maria's laughing her head off. Nope, I'm in discovery of what circus I really want. Yeah, I know. Life is like a circus when you have kids. And Maria's going, oh my God. I bet you that was with the, I'm not showing you that card. Anyways, okay. So my niece, Chelsea, I'm just going to, what would the cards like to say to Chelsea? Stop. Okay, so what's going on in your world? The card is basically saying stop. Stop with it feels like, the hamster on the wheel, and you're going around and around and around and around. It's like, okay, let's just stop for a second. The world has been spinning, and it's time to let go of crying over spilt milk or old patterns, and measuring what success is. You don't need to measure it the way that you have measured it in the past, because you're an amazing teacher, an amazing student. You're exceptionally bright woman, and it feels like you're either going back into training or that you're going to be an instructor. That's interesting. And also, maybe you're coming to Portugal. Because beaches are in your future. I love it. Also, your home environment, there's a lot of healing. So green is the color of the heart chakra. You actually have a lot of healing, and with you and your partner. And yeah, the blue in the walls is your voice, so you're starting to really speak your truth as well. I'm also going to grab something from the other deck. Look for a sign again. So you've got signs around you. I love looking for signs and saying, okay, Lord, give me a sign. Yeah, it keeps saying, ask your angels. So you're a very powerful girl, and yeah, are you ready? You are ready. You're ready for some pretty extraordinary things coming your way. Wow. So have you thought about makeup artistry for film or something like that? There's something really different coming and helping with people. You've got a lot of helpful people around you, but you're also going to be helping other people. And I saw makeup, and I saw the film industry. So what that means, I don't know. Are you looking at doing background work, maybe? Background on film in Victoria? So yeah, it's something different, totally different than what you've done. And again, it comes back to meditation will bring the answers. So have you meditated lately? If not, you got to still that mind. You got to, where I actually just created, not long ago, a free video that, or MP3 that I'm sending out. And that's what I'm hooking up with Kartra right now, and I'm creating a landing page, and I'm going to be sending out this free audio, and it is a 10-minute meditation and it's like a success hypnosis. Absolutely stunning. So I'll be sending that out shortly. So if you go to the description down below here, you go to the next channel, my brand new channel, you enter into the draw. Again, the draw will be for a free session, but you'll also be, through that subscription, you'll also be getting the brand new free link for the free meditation. Okay, so that will really help. Yeah. Okay, who else have we got here? Cindy. Hey, Cindy. Oh my gosh, Cindy Schaaf. How are you? I was going to say your whole name, and then I was like, oh, yeah. Wondering how my 2023 will be like. Okay, well, how will it be? The cards are falling out. You've been a bit of a bobcat. Okay, so what have you been defending? There's been some real defending stuff, and it has been a burden. You have carried a burden, like many of us, but that's been, and it is time for what? Yeah, it is time to release the hounds and let the sheep just, run out. You're the shepherd. You have control over who you are and where your life is going. And so this is a very common thread through all of the readings today, is that we need to be more clear in what we want in life. And with that clarity comes, the manifestation. When you're clear, that's when God really steps up and just says, here you go, right? Let me put it on a silver platter for you. Yeah, and a lot of love and a lot of support. You definitely have love and support. Hugs to you. Let me hug you. Yeah. And because, there's been some sorrow in your world. Oh, I can feel it. But there's also been a lot of flight, a lot of, freedom, and that's really coming through for you. This is your time to fly. So if you knew that this was your time to fly, what would you do? How would you fly? How would you be free? Would you paint? Would you write? Would you become a mechanic? What is it that you would want to do to really make your heart soar and be free? And that's what I would ask for you to go and journal and say, I, Cindy, am at my happiest when I do this. And just make a list. Everyone can do that. Okay? Maria is saying, I didn't mean to type circus, but I guess spirit likes a joke with me. Yeah, I guess so, right? Well, it is kind of a circus having a family with, lots of kids and a beautiful husband and, all of the large family, right? Your mama, everyone around. Yep. So yeah, life can be a circus, but a lot of money coming towards you in 2023, Maria. That's exciting. Cash in hand, like you're literally holding on to it and saying, woo, thank you very much. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I am a money magnet. I am a spiritual multimillionaire. I love that one. I'm a spiritual multimillionaire. Yeah, that sounds really good, doesn't it? Crystal, you're saying, I love your readings, Carrie. I love you too. Would you like me to do something for you, Crystal? If so, let me know. And Michelle, you're saying, how are things in Portugal? Hope you've been well. I'm doing fantastic here. It's been, I look at life and I go, wow, pinch me now, because I shouldn't say that. When I was 16 years old, I knew that I would move to Europe in my 50s. And, I'm 58 now. Gulp. And I've been here 5 years now already. So yeah, life is pretty darn good. We've had some challenges. I've never been so challenged financially ever in my life. And yet, at the same time, I've never been so abundant in my life with beauty all around me and, beautiful homes and everything. So there's, in life, it's all about balance, isn't it? And, sometimes it goes up, sometimes it goes down. It's that wheel of fortune. What goes down must come up. So what I've come to practice in the last probably month, well, actually, no, since February of this year, I made a decision. It was like, that's it. This is the way I'm going to operate my business. This is what I'm doing. I've taken it out of, near bankruptcy. I met with my banker today and he said, yeah, you're damn close to bankrupt. And you're still, very close. So that's why I'm starting all of this beautiful stuff, because I want to create an income doing what I love to do, and this is what I love to do. So if I can get monetized by YouTube with a brand new channel, that's a great thing, right? And if I can, share some courses along the way, along with giving out all this free stuff, then that's a great thing too. And that allows me to still be here and stay in Portugal and do all that I love to do. Because one of my daughters is here now. She is in love. She has the nicest boyfriend. Oh, I couldn't be happier. She is just so on track, and she's becoming a dental assistant, hygienist. She's she's learning all kinds of different things. The Botox, the threading, whatever it is. I don't know. I don't do all that stuff, but she's learning and she's in seventh heaven. She's really enjoying life. So that's what matters, right? So Portugal's been good to us. Anyways, Murray, planning a trip to the Philippines this winter. Wondering your thoughts about that. Okay, Murray. Is that Murray asking it? It feels like it's someone else, actually. That's interesting. Okay, so... yeah, Murray, sorry about that. It just feels a very feminine energy, not masculine, asking that. So maybe you got your groove on where you're doing something. I don't know. I'm putting my foot in my mouth here. Okay, let's look at the Philippines, shall we? Okay. Bobcat comes up, but that is to do with something else. Oh no, it's about the Philippines. Are you feeling that you have to defend yourself in your choice to go to the Philippines? Yeah, fly, enjoy, have a great time. This is a really good time for you. This is, again, it's like an earlier read where it's not going to be quite what you expected. There's going to be some stuff there that you go, oh, wow. But I think with the preparation of just being open and forgive me, I'm looking over here because I'm watching the visual that comes through. And so, is it a good vacation for you? Yes or no? Yeah, I would say like 80%. It's going to be, well, actually, it'll be like 100%, but 80% there'll be some stuff, stinky or sticky, maybe, is the word. Yeah, it just feels like muggy, hot. I've never been to the Philippines, and I understand it's absolutely stunning and beautiful. And so, but I just feel you being a bit uncomfortable, which is fine. You roll with punches, It's not a problem. Yeah, same card came back up. Just fly. Just have fun. Go for it. This is going to be, I don't know if you're a writer, but I can see you writing a blog or writing a book on some of the adventures or something that you're going to experience there. So I would share, if you haven't blogged, I would consider doing video blogs or doing some shorts on your adventure. and journal it and share that with the masses, because that's going to really help. Yeah, and you as well. You're coming to like a end of a chapter and a start of a new chapter. I think that this trip is actually like a breath of fresh air, where that's what it feels like. Okay, it feels that this is letting go of old stuff and really starting to come into new. This is your time. This is where you're really going to become free and fly. That's why the card came up twice. Just fly. Just be free. Just roll with the punches. Whatever comes your way. You know, some people go, oh, God was really testing me. No, God was giving you an opportunity to apply what you already know, you know, and what you're learning. And so, like the no hot water with our guests here, most people would go, oh, there's no hot water. My guests are like, it's all right, Carrie. Don't worry about it. You know, we've got a pool here, and we're going kayaking in the morning. Getting a little stinky, but it's all right. We'll be in the ocean soon. I mean, that's how you live life. When you see stuff that others would get their knickers in a knot over, right? And you just go, so what's good about this? Well, I get to go in a pool in November, in a heated pool, because I gave them the free heated pool as compensation, right? So they get a beautiful heated pool. It's beautiful. That's what we're talking about, is, yeah. Okay. Kathleen, I'm just going to do a couple more here, so if you have a question, put it here. And also Sue, I see you here as well. Anyone else that wants a question, put the question in the comment. And also remember, go to the description, and there's a link there, and you go to my brand new YouTube channel. It's all about spirituality and positivity, and I'm doing a draw. So for those that comment on the brand new YouTube channel, if you go there and you like, you subscribe, you hit the notification button, and you put a comment, I'm going to be doing a draw next week and giving away a free session with me, 45 minutes. It's 147 euros, which is about 200 Canadian. So make sure you enter by commenting and doing all of those things on the new site, okay? And if you know what, on the comments here, I'll just add, there we go. So this is what I had in the description, and I just put it into the comments, and it's got the brand new YouTube channel link there. Wow, look at how quick that happened. Okay, so, Paula, you're saying thank you, heading to do some research. Awesome. I like that. Yeah, you know, when I was wanting my Porsche the very first time, I actually did research, and I decided the color that I wanted, the model that I wanted, really specific. And when you become so specific and you do the research on what you want in life, that's when it flows and comes through to you. Okay. So, who else have we got here? Cindy, I think I did your question. And Michelle, did I do your question? If not, write the question again. And Kathleen, so happy to see and hear you. Aw, thanks, honey. I'm going to pull a card for you, Kathleen, from the other deck. Okay, that's really calling for you. Let me look. Okay, so Kathleen, what would they like to say? So whatever you're thinking, it is a yes. Whatever you were just thinking. If you had a question that you were asking for the universe, and it's also saying a year from now. Yes! Oh, a year from now. But it might be right away, actually. A year from now, no. It's saying a year from now, no. So yes right now, a year from now, no. Whatever that means. And also, there is something better that's coming for you. So if you're thinking of, you know, a new job or whatever it may be, there is something better that's coming for you. Okay? Yeah. The key is for you to take action. You know, it goes back to research. It goes back to being clear on what you desire. So yeah. What do you want looking back when you're a little old, beautiful old lady or gentleman sitting on that chair and you're looking back at your life? What do you want to say that you accomplished and that you got to experience and that, you're really proud of? And do you want to have no regrets in life? And if so, then what do you need to speak truthfully about? You know, I've I've thought about going back into politics, and then I thought, oh God, I've talked about aliens, I've talked about dragons and ETs, and you know, but I've also been a national child advocate, and I've amended 14 laws to protect children, and I showed my credibility there, and I thought, the world will catch up eventually. And quite frankly, I'm going to have no regrets when I get to the other side or the end of my time here. I have no regrets now. This is a really exciting time for me because I've been so brutally honest about everything in my world that when I look at everything, I just, sure, yeah, I was abducted. Yeah, I've, been molested. Yeah, I've, whatever it was. And that made me me, right? And I'm happy to be me. And so this is what I would ask for all of us to start focusing on in 2023 is honesty. Honest with yourself. What do you want in life? What do you really want in life? What do you dream of deep down? And what is it that you need to address or talk about that you haven't addressed or spoken about? What is behind that mask? I love how the cards just pop up. Isn't that beautiful? And especially in the next card. Look in the mirror and ask, what light is shining within me, but I've been hiding behind a mask for far too long? I'm going to take that mask off, and I'm going to let that light shine. I'm going to let it shine bright. Because when I look in the mirror, I want to feel honest. I want to feel truthful and have a knowingness that I have done everything I could possibly do to be accurate and congruent with who I am, the message that I want to share, and the life that I want to live. So, when you look in the mirror tonight and you're washing your face and getting ready for bed, make sure you're taking that makeup off, right? And you're washing your face and you look in the mirror, look at something in your face and go, oh my gosh, I'm so lucky to be alive. I love my eyes. I love my crazy eyebrow. As you get older, you get those straight eyebrows that just, they don't want to do it. It's like, I love that crazy eyebrow now. It's like, Albert Einstein had an eyebrow like that. And so it always looks like I've got a bit of, right? And so that's what I look in the mirror. I go, wow, I love my eyebrows. I love actually how I'm reversing the aging process and how the eyebrow is coming back, which it has considerably. It's finding the bend in it again. It's not so stiff or straight anymore. It's actually becoming softer and more rounded. And so that's a conversation I have with myself. I love my eyebrows. I love my eyelashes. I love my eyes. I love my nose. I love my teeth. I love my mouth. I love my cheekbones. I love my, my chin. All of it. I love how strong my neck is getting, and I love my gold tooth. I love it all. I love my straight hair, even when it's frizzy because it's a bit humid here, right? Yeah, a bit moist in the air, but yeah, I love it all. And so that's where we need to become is heal yourself. So when you lay in bed, you can have utter love for your body. That's when things really start to change. Okay. Anything else? I think we're coming up to the hour here. So I'll do a couple more, and then I'm going to do some more of these in the next couple of days, and they'll be random. So, okay, Sue, have you any guidance for me going forward, please? Absolutely. Sue, you got to write. Write. Okay? You need to start writing. You're saying, I already write. Okay, well, have you been writing about the shitty things in life? Have you been writing about, what's winding you up? It's making me burp again. You need to let go of that and start playing your cards differently. If life isn't working for you right now, stop and reassess. If you were driving down the road and you kept hitting the curb instead of actually driving smoothly down the road, would you not stop for a second and go, wait a minute, why am I hitting the curb? Is it the steering wheel that is off, or is it me that's off, or, is there something happening underneath the car? You would reassess what's going on that is taking you off track, and you would then determine what needs to be changed, and you would get back on track. So that way you can drive safely and to your destination straight and narrow. Not even narrow, straight, just wide open, right? And knowing where your path is. That's a great, I've never used that analogy before, but it was just coming through. And it's so accurate, right? So that's, I feel, one of the things. And there we go, fly. Just know your freedom, know how special you are, know how unique and how the gifts that you have to share with this universe. Start sharing them. I mean, at what point do you really share? At what point do you say, okay, I am embracing who I truly am? You got to wish upon a star and do that visualization, of going outside and just wishing upon a star and being really clear, again, what it is you want in life, what you want to do, where you want to be. And there's also the male sexual organ there. So either you and your partner are really going to step it up, or you're going to find a new partner, or if you don't have a partner. And also real spiritual growth for you in 2023, okay? Yeah, it's exciting times for you, honey. Yeah, it feels like you've really got your mojo flowing again through this, yeah, in 2023. Yeah, it's... Actually, it feels like a new focus and direction as well. Whether you're going to be creating courses or creating something that you're doing, it's very creative, and that also is that it's the sexual energy, the mojo, right? Use it. Yeah. Okay. And Kathleen, you're saying makes perfect sense. Awesome. God, I love to hear that. Yeah. I know it makes, because I'm seeing it, I see the visualization, I'm being downloaded with stuff and just speaking what I'm seeing and hearing. So I'm so glad that it does make sense for you. That's awesome. Thanks for the feedback. This has been fun, Carrie. Any messages for me? Rhonda, absolutely. Woo-hoo-hoo. Okay, stop judging. Yourself specifically, right? Okay, so this is one for probably 99.9% of us. We got to stop judging ourselves. And it can be with the smallest things like, oh, my hair's getting a little frizzy with the, shut up. shut up, and just, yeah. So have you had any backstabbing in your world? Any betrayal, any sorrow? That's actually coming to an end, and 2023 will be a year of freedom for you as well. It feels like we're really stepping out of the old crap, the old paradigm of old stories, whatever it was that happened in the past. It's all going by the wayside, and instead we are stepping into, like, we're building the bridges. This is what 2022 was all about, was that the calm before, not even the storm, because we've been in the storm. So this is the calm after the storm. And this is where we get down to work and building those bridges. And that's where the rainbow comes out. And you can see the rain stops, because the rainbow actually, creates such beauty above it. And the water starts to flow, and just everything is in alignment again and starts to move and just feels so damn good. Yeah, you're saying goodbye to the snakes in the grass. If you've had someone in your life, the backstabbing, the snake, it's gone. Yeah. And that caused you to feel really outside of the circle for a very long time. But the good news is what? Yeah. I don't know if you're a mummy or not, or a grandmother. I don't know. But you've got new life coming. It could be a birth of an idea, actually, a birth of a new, or it could be a birth. So a new family member, and also really beautiful alignment. So you have been focusing, and I'm hearing no, not really. Okay, well then you will benefit from focusing on where you want to be. Like, this is for everyone. Okay, I want you to sit down right now and get out a pen and paper and say, in 3 months' time, first of all, this is who I am, this is where I'm at right now. And in 3 months' time, this is who I want to be. And these are the things that I want to be doing and living and having fun with. And just allow the joy to really flow as you're writing. Just let the pen flow and keep it going, right? Get that pen out and just write. And then 3 months, 6 months, 1 year, 3 years, 5 years, 10 years, 25 years, 50 years, right? And write what you want to be doing, who you want to be, what are you going to be proud of in 1 year's time that you've accomplished. When someone comes up to you and shakes your hand and says, wow, you must be so proud of yourself, after what you've accomplished in this last year. What is it that you've accomplished? What do you really feel excited about, right? That's what I'm feeling, it is that knowingness. Okay, so the next card for you is knowledge, and whether you're going back to school or teaching again, no, it feels like you're actually learning as well. Well, you could be teaching. Yeah, but that actually is going to be a big part, and you've got to let go of the burden that comes along with either, well, it feels like teaching. So whether you teach in your work or whatever it is, there is being a burden there. And the key for you is to no longer run that race. Undo your shoelaces, take those runners off. You're no longer in the race, and instead realize that I'm coming to the finish line. And this is a grand opening. I am doing the grand opening. I am cutting that ribbon, and I am stepping into my new chapter. And this is what I want my new chapter to be. Okay, one more card from this deck. Abundance. Yeah. So you've got the abundance card, girl. And this is a really wonderful time for you. Yeah. So it's going to be great abundance. Yeah. You could even win a lottery, actually. Or feel like it's a lottery, because it's so wonderful. Okay. Lisa, oh my gosh, long time no talk to. Well, let's take a look for you. Yeah, and Jade, I'm going to get back to you there. You're saying, I don't ask, but do I need to know? What do I need to know? Okay, so we're going to go with Lisa first. Oh, and Rhonda's saying, thank you. Awesome. I'm glad that you enjoyed it, honey. Okay, so let's look at Lisa. Again, wow, these cards are really repetitive this trip. Okay, again, make your wish. You are a master manifester. This I know about you. And so it is time to dream and wish upon the stars, because you're coming into a new cycle, and you've got like brand new wish list that is coming through, and it's time to really focus on it, because the magic of the stars are there for you. And also watch your reaction to whatever it is that can trigger you in life, because it's time to change that reaction, right? And you know, play, start playing music, whatever it may be. You've been protective about something as of late. It can be the kids. Yeah, there being health issues maybe. I don't know. There's something there. But know that you, my girl, have the power. You've got the power, okay? And there is nothing holding you back. So whatever it is that you dream, whatever it is that you wish for, whether it is the healing of someone or yourself, whether it is, new travel plans or new whatever it may be, know that you've got the power. I know that you know that you've got the power. You already know that. Okay, and you are the shepherd as well. So a lot of stuff has been pent up for a little while. Like you're good at traveling, you're really good at exploring the world, but there's something that is deep down that has been kind of pent up, and it's time to open the gateway, open the doors to that. Whether it is as an author, right? Time to write your story. That could be it. Time to write your story pulls this out. Oh, feeling a little wrung out on that one. But again, it goes back to flying. Just be free with it and know that you can do this. You can do, have whatever it is that you decide in this world. And that's an amazing place to be. Okay, so just the two more. Juan and who was it that I was chatting with there? There was Juan and Jade. Okay, so Jade, you're saying, let's see, where'd you go? You just moved. Let's see. Where are you, Jade? I lost you. I don't ask, but what do I need to know? Okay, so that's part of the challenge, is that you don't ask. So the agreement with the angels is ask and you shall receive, right? When I died and I went to what we know as heaven, the white void, what I saw very clearly is that angels will answer your prayers immediately upon being asked. They have to be invited in. They have to be asked to come help. So you are worthy of asking questions. You are worthy of receiving that help. And I'm sure you already know that, but it is a gentle reminder, because you've been feeling wrung out, like you're burning the candle at both ends, it feels like, and running a bit ragged in between. And yeah, the death card is not the death card. What this means is that it's a death of an old way. So I think that you're coming to like a limit. Yeah, like you're coming to the end of the rope where you're pulling it and there's nothing else to give, because you've given everything. And that's what that feels like. So now the good news is it's time to focus on what is really important to you, and that is the love in your life, the relationships, healing the relationships that surround you, whether it's with mother or daughter or sister, especially a female, but male energy as well. Okay, what else is good for you? Yeah, you have like all these cheerleaders waiting for you to show up, but you haven't showed up so far. Like showing up, I mean, as in living your life's purpose of what really makes you jazzed in life, what really makes you happy. And so everyone's here waiting to cheer you on. You just need to take that baby step. And the first step is the biggest one that brings us such great pleasure once you start, right? I get it. It took me years to write that book right behind me, the 5 lessons of life there. 5 lessons, not 4. It took me years and years to write that. And then once I did, I was like, why did I wait so long? But I waited, it was a perfect timing. So again, it's the same for you. This is a real spiritual growth time for you. So I would suggest meditating. If you have never meditated, you go to the new channel and subscribe and sign up there, because I'll be giving away my free success hypnosis meditation tape. It's 10-minute meditation. I'm going to do a series, I believe, of 10-minute meditations. And this is the first of them that I'll be giving away. Okay, so this week I'm setting that up. I'm creating a landing page, and I'm going to be launching that very quickly. So make sure you go over there so you're aware. And this is a beautiful card that just came for you. So standing alone doesn't mean that you're lonely. Wow, I've never heard that one when I saw this card. It means that you're rooted, that you're strong, that you're independent, and that you have a lot of love and support around you. It may come in different forms than you, right? Like flowers versus trees, like, I don't know, children rather than adults supporting you, right? It may come in different ways. But the fact is that independence does not mean loneliness. It doesn't have to mean that. In fact, it means that you are rooted, you are standing strong, you have a lot of support, a lot of love. Just allow your branches to reach up to the sky and open up to all the abundance and all the love and all the joy that's in this world, and that is flowing through you and to you. Okay? And that's it. Yeah, because you have an army supporting you, whether it's an army of angels or friends. It's beautiful. Okay? I hope that feels good for you. Let me know in the comments below. Kathleen, you just wrote, great advice. Makes perfect sense. Awesome. Thank you. Rhonda said, this has been fun. I know, hasn't it, though? I absolutely love doing this. I really need to do it more often. Okay, and so the last person was Juan. Juan, may I have a card, please? Absolutely. You asked so nicely. Let's see what it is that that Spirit would like to say to you. Wow. Okay, you have great spiritual connectiveness, and you may have not... I'm getting a pain, a sharp pain in the middle of my back. It's like you've been backstabbed, and that you still carry that pain. And it actually feels like a physical, like, someone putting a knife into you or something. Anyways, got to practice the 5 lessons, and that is forgiveness, compassion, faith and trust you're on the right path, and unconditional love. So practice all of these for whoever it is that's backstabbed you, and also for yourself. Okay? This is really important for you. Also meditate. I want you to, when you're finished here, you're going to go over to the other channel. It's in the description. Actually, I also put it in the comments. And I want you to go over there and, subscribe to the channel, because I'm going to be giving away the meditation. And also, you might get the free session with me. Okay? Who knows? At any rate, real spiritual development and growth for you. Yeah, I don't know if you're a dad or an uncle, but there might be new little one coming in your world. Actually, it feels like You're a really good support for others. You feel young to me, young-hearted, but you feel young. And it feels like you are a mentor and a guide for others. So good on you. Keep it up, you know. And also realize that walking beside others doesn't mean that you're disconnected from them. Maybe reach out and hug the people around you, because it does feel like there is a disconnect, and that there needs to be more affection and more, you know, PDA, you know, public displays of affection, right? Yeah, so the life has been a bit of a whirlwind, right? You've had some ups and downs, like most of us, but don't cry over that spilt milk, because it's just spilt milk, right? And when you look back at the end of your time, you're going to realize that everything was provided for you. You know, you have all the nourishment, all the food, everything's there for you. You have a warm home, and yeah, just be open, because your glass is filling up and is going to be overflowing very soon. Okay, and it goes back to the spiritual card again. So it feels like this is a real spiritual growth time for you. And what a lovely way to finish today's readings is knowing that this is a time where you're really elevating who you are and discovering who you are as a human, as a person, you know, man, whoever you are, right? This is your time to really jump in and define what makes you special, what makes you unique, and embrace that, love it, and realize that everything you need is here for you. Again, the rainbows are there, you're building bridges, and life is grand. Okay, so that's it for today. Wow, it is 11:38 here in Portugal. I really am grateful that you joined me for this last hour and a bit, hour and a half. Wow, we chatted for a long time. Okay, so again, I'm going to ask everyone to go into either the comments or the description. You'll see the link for the brand new website or brand new YouTube channel. I'm really excited about this because this is where I'm going to be giving away like all the courses and all the knowledge and whatever is coming through. I'm just going to create videos and give it away. Positivity, spirituality, uplifting, really positive stuff, because this is what's needed. Okay, so please go over to that channel. Yeah, improving health as well. That's a big focus on it. So yes, 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 yes. Go over to the other channel, YouTube channel, and subscribe if you haven't already. Comment if you haven't already. Next Wednesday, I'm going to be drawing from all of those comments. So depending on if there's a lot or a few, we'll see. And then we'll find out who's the winner of a session, a private session with me online. And like I said, it's about 200 Canadian, 147 euros for that session, which I'm giving away for free. And I can hardly wait, okay? If you want to have a session with me, I'm going to also put that link in the description as well. I'll add that in. Or maybe I'll put it in the comments because the description's already closed. Okay, so I'll put it in the comments. If you want to come and have a session, you can do that as well. Much love. Mwah, much love to everyone. Thank you for joining me. And keep an eye out. Share this with your friends and family. When I come back again, I'm going to be coming back the next couple of days, in the evenings most likely here, which would be mornings, afternoons in the rest of North America. And God, I'm feeling like ants in my pants because I've been sitting on this chair for like hours and hours. Oh, that feels good to stand up. Okay, so anyways, I'm going to be sharing doing this over the next couple of days and then doing the draw. So if you have friends that want to have a reading, go on to my Facebook and put a comment underneath this and say when is the best time that you could, have a reading. Is it between noon and 5 or 9 and noon, whatever. Okay? And just let me know. And I'll be posting tomorrow morning when I'll do the next one. And it'll probably be about the same time tomorrow evening, maybe a bit earlier, because I like getting up at really early, like 5 a.m. And going to bed at midnight. That's not so conducive. Right? Okay, so tomorrow's will probably be much earlier, like 5 o'clock. I'd say 5 or 6 o'clock tomorrow, and that means that'll be 9 o'clock Pacific time. Okay, but don't hold me to that. Ebbs and tides, in the flow. Love everyone. Take care. Bye now.